Hello everyone, welcome back to the world of biology. As in the previous class, we discussed about the types of organism. So today we will be discussing about the concept of the structure of a typical cell. So let's start with the today's session. So today we will discuss about the structure of a typical cell. So for that, dear, you should know the meaning of a typical cell, that what exactly is typical cell. So typical cell is nothing but a modern cell, or you can say a generalized cell diagram which represents the components of a cell, that is called the typical cell. So how we can simply define it? A generalized cell diagram, which represents different components of a cell. For example, in your previous classes, you have studied the structure of a simple plant cell or animal cell. So if we talk about the structure of an animal cell, so roughly here I am drawing the structure of an animal cell in this way. So what happen in the structure of an animal cell? There is present the outer covering which is known as the plasma membrane. This one is the fluid part. In the center there is present the nucleus. Here also at one side small vacuoles are present. Also the mitochondria is present. Okay, and also there is present centrosome for the cell division. But if we talk about the plant cell, so roughly again I am representing the structure of a plant cell. In this way you have studied in your class 8 that in case of plant cell, in the center there is present large vacuole. Also there is present chloroplast in the plant cell. Also there is present at one side the nucleus. So in this way what you can observe that कि एनिमल सेल्स के अंदर और प्लांट सेल्स में क्या होते हैं, डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स. मीन्स लाइक द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, सम आर सेम बट सम आर डिफरेंट. लाइक सेंट्रोसोम इज प्रेजेंट इन द एनिमल सेल, like chloroplast they are present in the plant cell. Chloroplast is not present in the animal cell. And also you can see there are present the Golgi apparatus, Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus in case of animal cell. And if we talk about the glands, then in glands there is also glands, they release their secretion. If we talk about the salivary gland, आपने क्लास 7 में स्टडी किया होगा salivary gland क्या करती है, जो saliva रिलीज करती है. अब salivary glands के अंदर भी क्या होती हैं, in case of salivary glands there are present number of Golgi bodies. तो उसके केस में क्या होगा, in that case there are present more number of Golgi bodies. तो Golgi bodies का नंबर more है, तो that's why function of the salivary gland is in the secretion. Okay, so this is about the exact meaning of a typical cell. Now let's talk about the components of a typical cell. So the components. So if we talk about the components of a typical cell, so a typical cell have generally three main components. One is the cell membrane. Okay, second one is the cytoplasm, and the third one is the nucleus. There are three components. Again, I am repeating: the cell membrane, cytoplasm, and the nucleus. And all these three components of a living cell is known as the functional components. So these components are known as the functional components of a cell. Okay, and what is the living content or the living matter of a cell? So if we talk about the living matter, तो living matter कौन सा होता है स्टूडेंट्स? Living matter is known as the protoplasm. So what is the protoplasm? Protoplasm is the living content or the living matter inside a cell. ओके अब हमने कहा कि सिंपली क्या होता है, सपोज दिस इज ए सेल, तो सेल के सेंटर में ये न्यूक्लियस होता है, दिस वन इज द न्यूक्लियस एंड रेस्ट दिस वन इज द साइटोप्लाज्म. ओके, तो प्रोटोप्लाज्म क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? बोथ कलेक्टिवली न्यूक्लियस एंड साइटोप्लाज्म दे फॉर्म प्रोटोप्लाज्म, और यू कैन से प्रोटोप्लाज्म इज डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू न्यूक्लियस एंड साइटोप्लाज्म. अब प्रोटोप्लाज्म किससे बना होता है? प्रोटोप्लाज्म इज एन एग्रीगेशन ऑफ salts, ions and other organic substances. So this was all about the meaning of typical cell and the three components. Now we will discuss in detail all three components of the cell. In today's lecture we will only discuss about the first component, which is the cell membrane. Now let us start with the first component of a typical cell, which is the plasma membrane. It is also known as the cell membrane or the plasma lemma. Cell membrane or the plasma lemma. Cell membrane, as the name indicates, membrane is the outer covering, and cell membrane means the outer covering of the cell. So how we will define the cell membrane? Cell membrane is the outermost covering of a cell which separates the content of a cell from its external environment. So how we will define it? Again I am writing the definition of the cell membrane. It is the outermost covering. Okay, so again I am repeating, it is the outermost covering of a cell which separates the cell contents from its external environment. Or simply what you can say, being discrete unit of life, every cell is surrounded by a delicate membrane, okay, which gets separated from its non-living surrounding and provide a separate identity to the cell. Okay, so if we talk about the discoverer of a cell membrane, so cell membrane term was firstly coined by cell membrane. I am talking about here the discoverer of cell membrane. So cell membrane के discoverer कौन है? C. Naegeli and C. Kramer. C. Naegeli and C. Kramer. And plasma lemma, it was coined by, it is also known as the plasma lemma. So plasma lemma, this term is coined by J.Q. Plough. So plasma lemma term was coined by J.Q. Plough. Okay. Now if we talk about the structure of a plasma membrane, then plasma membrane or the cell membrane, it is made up of phospholipids, means lipids and phospholipids, okay, and or it also contain the protein and cholesterol and also the sugar molecule. So other than phospholipid, it contains proteins, cholesterol and polysaccharides. Polysaccharides term, students, it is used for the complex sugar. Okay, so the structure of this plasma membrane can be explained best by the recent model which is nowadays known as the fluid mosaic model. So let's start with the concept of fluid mosaic model. So now the concept is about the fluid mosaic model. So first of all, students, fluid mosaic model, this model was proposed by the two scientists Singer and Nicholson. So model was proposed by Singer and Nicholson. Okay, according to this model, plasma membrane is a bilayer of phospholipid molecules. Okay, phospholipid molecules. Again, I am using here the term that Singer and Nicholson, they proposed that plasma membrane, PM, I am using here the word PM for the plasma membrane, it is a bilayer of phospholipids. Okay, so how it is a phospholipid? Phospholipid also it have two part. One is the head. So head which is polar in nature, it is directed outward. So phospholipid have two part. One is the head and one is the tail. Okay, so head part क्या होता है students? Head part is polar in nature. It is polar and is present on the outer surface of plasma membrane, while the tail, which is non-polar, these are present on the inner side. Okay, so how we can draw the structure? This is the head of a phospholipid layer and this is the tail. In this way, head and tail, head it is hydrophobic in nature, that's why it is directed outward. Tail क्या होती है? Tail inward होती है in this way, and as there is present bilipid layer, so in the similar way, one layer at the lower side. In between the layer, there is embedded the protein molecule. So in this way, this is the bilipid layer. Okay, and this one is the protein, and also there is present on the outer side, there are present protein molecules. In this way, these are the protein molecules, and along with the protein molecules on the outer side there is present a chain of sugar molecules in this way. So simply, what is the exact meaning? Bilipid layer. This one is the polar head. This is the non-polar tail. Okay, and both these, they represent the bilipid layer. Okay, both are representing the bilipid layer. This one is the extracellular fluid. Okay, and this is the intrinsic protein. Intrinsic proteins क्या होती हैं? Intrinsic proteins are the proteins which are embedded in the bilipid layer. तो ये देखो यहाँ embedded in between the two layer it is present, so that's why it is called the intrinsic protein, and this one is known as the extrinsic protein. Extrinsic protein कौन से होते हैं? Which are present superficially or on the outer surface to the bilipid layer, and along with it there is present the chain of sugar molecules. Okay, so this was all about the fluid mosaic model. So again I am repeating, what is the fluid mosaic model? It was proposed by the Singer and Nicholson. And Singer and Nicholson, they proposed that plasma membrane is a bilipid layer. Bilipid layer means in which head, which is polar in nature, directed outward, and the tail, which is non-polar, is directed inward. And also the proteins, they are either embedded, and if the proteins are embedded in the bilipid layer, then they are known as the intrinsic protein, and if they are present superficially to the outer side, then they are known as the extrinsic protein. And also on the extrinsic protein there is attached a chain of sugar molecule. So again, Singer and Nicholson, they states one line to represent the model that proteins are embedded in the sea of lipids. Okay, so this was the statement. As this is the statement, this statement was proposed by Singer and Nicholson that proteins are embedded in the sea of lipid. कि ये सारा sea है lipids का, जिसके अंदर proteins क्या होती हैं? Embedded होते हैं, और you can say proteins क्या होती हैं? Present. So this was all about the structure of plasma membrane. And if we talk about the position, or you can say the location, कि प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन कहाँ प्रेजेंट होता है, तो स्टूडेंट्स पोजीशन क्या होती है? प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज प्रेजेंट इन बोथ प्रोकैरियोट्स as well as the eukaryotes organisms. It is present in both prokaryotes as well as in the eukaryotic organisms. And if we talk about the nature of plasma membrane, तो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का नेचर क्या होता है? प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज थिन. Thin means you can say the delicate, electron microscopic. Okay, then semi permeable and also flexible. ओके तो पोजीशन में हमने किया इट इज प्रेजेंट इन बोथ प्रोकैरियोट्स एंड यूकैरियोट्स। नेचर क्या होता है, थिन होती है, मींस डेलिकेट मेम्ब्रेन होती है, थिन डेलिकेट मेम्ब्रेन होती है। फ्लेक्सिबल मींस इट कैन इजीली बेंड विदाउट एनी ब्रेकेज। देन सेमी परमिएबल, सेमी परमिएबल का मीनिंग होता है इट ओनली अलाउ द सिलेक्टेड मटेरियल टू मूव इन एंड आउट ऑफ द सेल। ओके नाउ finally we are going to discuss about the functions of plasma membrane. So students, as I am saying that plasma membrane is present on the outer side of the cell, okay, or so that's why simply we can say that plasma membrane provide shape and form to the cell. Okay, so first one is it provide shape to the cell. Second one is as it is semi permeable in nature, so it allow only the selected material to move in and out of the cell. And the third one is it regulates the exchange of material between the cytoplasm and external environment and maintain the balance inside the cell. Is that clear? Also we can say plasma membrane, it is present on the outer surface, then it protect the cell from the external, you can say external shock or from the damage. It also combine different cell. Is that clear? So again I am repeating the first function as we have discussed. First function is provide shape to the cell. Second one, protection, protect it from damage. Third one, joins different cells. Okay, and the fourth one, it as it is semi permeable. तो semi permeable nature के behalf पे how you can define its function, it allow only the selected material to move in and out of the cell. And the fifth one is it maintains homeostasis. होम्योस्टेसिस का सिंपली मीनिंग क्या होता है स्टूडेंट, बैलेंस। तो मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि इसमें क्या होगा, सेल मेम्ब्रेन में एक्सचेंज ऑफ मटेरियल होता है और वो एक्सचेंज ऑफ मटेरियल किस में होता है, इन बिटवीन द सेल एंड एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंट. ओके, सो these were all about the functions of plasma membrane. So let's take a recap. Today we have discussed about the meaning of a typical cell, and then I told you that how many components are a typical cell have, and after then we have discussed its first component in detail, which is the plasma membrane, and we have studied also the most important topic, which is the fluid mosaic model. So hope you have learnt a lot. So once again, keep watching, keep listening and keep sharing. Thank you.